Hey guys, this is Kevin here, and I do want to talk about where I have been basically some time and why I might not uploading videos as much anymore when it comes to my channel. Um, so I'll just try to share what's been going on with my life. So okay, first off, I don't know where to start this off, so um now let's talk about Azera's series, like Azera series. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about that one RNG game that I used to play, well sometimes still do play it. And it's Azera's RNG. Now, the game has been changed a lot. Sure, it did have some controversies and things like things like that before and such, but it's gotten to a point where I just feel like I want to do a complete reset when it comes to Azera's RNG and start from scratch. The reason for this is because the way I've gotten like certain goal auras were basically felt unfair. Like for example, when I got Shiver, it literally felt unfair because a previous executive used to give me a lot of eternity potions to the point where it's a little chaos. If you know what I mean. And ever since then, when it comes to codes in Azeros, it's gotten to the point where it's like very, very less. And I think this is something that I kind of wanted. So all I'm gonna say is that there is gonna be a new account. I won't say the name of it, but it's where I'll be doing the reset. Like start from all the way to episode 1 to part 1, if you understand where I'm going with this. And the plans, like depending on each episode, will be completely be different. Some things will remain the same, but it depends on what goal I should try to get to. Or I might just strive to make episodes to a point where it's purely random and I just get whatever happens in that episode. If you understand where I'm going with this. I genuinely don't even know. And yeah. I genuinely hope you really understand that. And second of all is that, and second thing that I want to mention is that why am I not uploading different content aside from RNG games? Well, there's been a few reasons for this, and it's because it's literally my choice. Like, I just don't feel like uploading different content aside from RNG shit. I would usually do different content, like for example, like Counter Strike or probably Progress Bar 95, or basically me doing a compilation, like each video demonstrating how to install each OS in virtual machines, which is one of my hobbies I do sometimes. Well, barely do. Um, I would do that, but there's still a problem when it comes to my channel, and is that I cannot stream on YouTube, which is something I really want to do for a very, very long time now. Because because in my opinion, I think YouTube is a social platform where it basically it's like very, very much more noticeable when it comes to people online. But at the same time, I also kind of decided to like make it so that my channel will be set to 13 plus. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, so basically if there's a person that's underage watching my channel, all I'm gonna say is that viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. I'll repeat this again. Because it may contain swearing, it may contain slurs, or contain kind of bit of a chaos or intense reactions or just whatever just happens in my channel. But if it's something that's like kind of sus, yeah, I just don't say I didn't warn you. Like, I'm talking about like the weird jokes and things like that, despite I'm still a minor. So it's best if you kind of understand that. But I'm not saying that I'm like some kind of horny individual that just does shit. No, I'm not that type of a person. So I genuinely hope you understand that. As for the other RNG series in general, I just don't know where to start things off. Like, first of all, because ever since I've done, for example, hot dogs RNG series, I've been just stuck, not knowing what to do. So all I do is just post whatever that just makes me feel like wanting to post, and I just genuinely don't even know anymore. Like, actually, now I'm and plus there's also stuff that's behind the scenes. Like, I really apologize if the way I speak is kind of like constantly change topicish, sort of. Well, it may not make sense to you, but I'm talking about as of like constantly changing topics. That's something I cannot control. Well, not control as if like don't know how to like manage it properly. And and about my life, however, and about my genuine life, however, when it comes to like doing anything that a person wants, like for example, I want to like draw an art or something, or just want to upload something, for example. Like, I want that, right? And then my brain's like, no, I don't want that. Like, I just want to take some rest. Like, let me take a rest for 10 whole months or just 1 year. Yeah, you basically get the point. I know it's basically like laziness, but at the same time, something feels off. But I just don't even know what it is. Like, one time I've told someone, like most of the people, that about my true genuine colors, and people are like telling me that I have traits of this and this and this and that, even though I'm not diagnosed. And speaking of medical help, when it comes to the help in general, like let's say a psychologist, most of the times for me, it just feels like as if nothing's working. Despite the medicine I take and other things like that. Well, I think I'm still on medication, just drinking vitamin D's like each day, or just tend to forget about it. But at the same time, when it comes to like the life in general, like for example daily life routines, like like brushing teeth, eating breakfast and things like that, I just genuinely don't even feel like doing them at all every single day. Like, for example, and another thing, and when, for example, I feel too starved to the point where I'm having a stomach, that's when I force myself to literally eat something. I know that's like very, very wrong, and that it's like kind of dangerous, but this is something I cannot help with, especially when it comes to homework. Like, for example, I want to do academics or just homework in general. Like, let's say I want to do math. Like, I want to do math. My brain's like, I don't want to do math. I feel too tired, or it's basically like, I feel too tired to do it. well, math in general, you know. It's kind of like that. And I just don't even know what it is. But if you in the comments are gonna like start assuming I have like, let's say, like depression or just like some kind of disorder and stuff, please don't even think about assuming, or just tell me traits of what I genuinely have. Even though I'm like struggling to like talk properly, despite I know most of the English. Yeah, I just genuinely hope you will probably understand that. I don't even know. Crap. Yeah, I really hope you kind of understand that. At least something, even the slightest. I just I just genuinely don't even know anymore, Rick. Really, like actually. Excuse me. Um. Yeah. Kind of like. That's pretty much I do want to say here. So I apologize if my wordings or my structure of grammar isn't that correct. Cause, cause, I mean, look, I'm like trying to like improve it. I'm trying to prove as much things as possible, but it's been like kind of like taking a bit things to a little tall, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like that, but I'm not really sure. So I genuinely hope you understand this. Like I'm not really sure, but maybe that's just me. So, and no, this is not like a vent or anything. Just to clarify this, this is not like some kind of vent post or emotion dumping or whatever. Because if that were meant to be a vent, then I would just probably saw myself as a little attention seeker, or just label myself as one. Because like, no matter if I like try to like let things out online, at least to somebody, it just gets me guilty instantly. So it's why most of the times I try to hide things off of the brush. If you kind of understand that. Now, my words may not make much sense. I'll say this again. But when it comes to like streaming or just uploading more frequently, I genuinely hope that will happen only if I get things what I want. Like for example, my own personal room, or for example, like something that kind of works the plan. Like you know, having to like AFK multiple things across one time. If you know what I mean, like something similar to a server room, like server gaming room, if you understand where I'm going with this. But for me, it just feels impossible. That's all I'm going to say, I think, for now on. So if you guys have any more questions, you can just type them in the comments. But please don't assume I have some kind of disorder or just like some kind of condition, because it genuinely makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. And when it comes to voice chats and streams, I might not be there as much because I'm socially anxious when it comes to a lot of people talking at the same time in a VC or just in real life. So I I hope this all makes sense now. So I hope you guys have a great day, and love you all as the greatest people. Just remember to love yourself. You're being loved and cared for by different people, and that's basically about it.